Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 48 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. In the last part, we died again.
A temple to Margaret if there ever was one.
But I mean, what do you expect from me at this point, ladies and gentlemen? If you expect me to win, I mean, there's your problem. You're expecting me to do better than I actually can do. So, we're going to get up to the same part. We're not going to do the actual last fight this time. We're just going to... Durance, why the fuck? For fuck's sake, Durance.
Ready, Wonder.
Sagani, move, you move. There we go. Save. Although Sagani alone up front is like the worst thing ever.
Following your lead.
Okay. There we go. See, look at that. We were able to fix it without him dying.
How may I help?
Your weapon, the ranged weapon. Why are you getting close? Like, logically speaking, you should be nowhere near the front line, yet you're... Let me check your weapon. Yeah, 10-meter range. Why are you stood in the face? Like, you're a fucking idiot. That's all I can say at this point. Oh, for fucking... Sometimes this game doesn't understand fucking how to move. Right. No, you motherfucker. Put all this away so I don't have to, you know, keep it in my inventory. Now, while I think about it, I'm going to try and do some enchantment. Durance's staff can be enchanted? Yeah, it can. Can upgrade the quality to accurate. Yeah, not really. There's a bit. I mean, his stuff's not really worth doing. Now, your gun, I would say, is definitely worth doing, but yeah, unfortunately, we can't do anything. So let's just. God, I keep pressing the wrong fucking buttons. Right, let's get these fuckers killed. Durance, like, fuck, away. You. Wolf. Oh, fuck. Right, there we go.
Yeah.
Just charge. I really think Durance just needs a fucking, like, a wand at this point. Because it would stop, it would make him less annoying to me. Go, I should get rid of that. Go. What is that? That does damage, right? Yeah. It takes shock damage, right? We're not going any further after this. After this fight, we're going back. And Sagani got her head kicked in. So of course she did. Because, ladies and gentlemen, my life is just the last couple of parts have not been great for us. Right, oh fuck, I need to loot that bastard. Alright, before that twat up there thinks we want to take his spark, we're going to leave. So Searing Falls are definitely not what I was expecting. So far, it's been nothing but pure, I mean, yeah, cancer. Cancer is most certainly the word that comes to mind. It keeps growing and festering and just makes you feel like shit. What am I meant to depress that? Right, we go. So, bound and buried. Give that to you. There you go. Oh, for fuck's sake, this one's an actual proper big Drake, big ass Drake as well. And we got some zeros. I don't like this area. It's not a fun area for me. Try and scare everyone. I think this is this big one. Yeah, it's dread. I think dread. That seems to have done a lot of. Oh my god, Sagani's not got that again. We're gonna have to rest after this, just because she's. I don't think Searing Falls is in fact where we're actually meant to be going now. Like, at this point, it just doesn't seem to be the place where I feel like Idia wants us to be. Mostly because I'd expected a conversation, like, the second I walked in here. Well, this isn't good. And again, I keep forgetting I have this fucker.
Let's go.
Like, probably one of the most useful things, and I forget I have it. You alright then, mate? Yeah, you just not doing anything. There we go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Combat.
Let's go.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the game, but at the moment it just don't, it don't seem to be like they don't seem to be listening as much as they used to. Let's get a quick rest before, you know, anything stupid happens. Right. I'm gonna go this way because I'm a fucking idiot. So, and I still want to like look around here. Take that fucking priest out. There we go. See, these guys aren't a problem. It's the fucking drakes and that are like, they just hurt. Like, I don't think the AI behavior works very well either. Like, it doesn't seem to do much either. So we'll see. We'll go this way and we'll yeah, I thought there would be more. There's a flame blight. That's there's a oh, there's a young drake. That's not too bad. Young drake's not as bad as the big ones. Take out the flame blight first, I'd say. There we go.
Let's go.
Now everyone just, you know, piggyback this drake. Drakes are very, yeah, they're not really they're not really, yeah, they've got a lot of resistances. I mean, that personally, I would expect a drake or like a dragon or a wyvern or whatever you want to call them to have a lot of resistances to blunt force, stabbing and stuff because of the scales and whatnot. So it's not as if I'm never actually worried about these guys being good. It's just that fucking hell, they're painful. Like, it's like, could you have to be that powerful is why my problem is. So the cave seems to be the main feature of Searing Falls, which just leads me to believe that this isn't where this is definitely not where I'm meant to be. I think. And that's a proper drake. That's a young drake, a young beast.
Yes.
I won. Nope, it brought the big drake as well. Oh, son of a. This did not go the way I had intended. Get that going. What's this? Generate some medical skill. Explode first. Electrical energy. Get him. Alof, you're gonna need to use. Can I take control of this young drake? For the love of God, that would be useful. I can. Young drake. Oh, I was gonna say deal with something that isn't like another dragon. That would probably be more useful than anything else right now. But you know, I'll let you guys do what you need to do. There you go. Looks like yeah, me taking control of that drake was actually quite smart. I keep forgetting I have really good abilities like that, and again I forgot about this little fucker as well. You know, my little pet thing that suddenly turns up. There we go. I don't know when we lose this guy. Oh wait, we'll lose him in 6 seconds.
Let's go.
And of course there. And yeah, the big drake's been taken out. We'll take out this fucker now.
Yeah.
Endurance. I would love it if you could heal Aldwyn. That'd be beyond amazing. Good. I didn't move too far. It was alright then. Just fuck this guy up. These guys. Let's turn on normal, like normal speed now. So that didn't go as bad when I asked. Oh well, I mean, if we ignore the fact that Alof is a retard and, you know, just did retarded things. Sure. If we ignore that, that fight was actually really good. So So, Searing Falls is a cave and a shit ton of drakes. I'm interested in what I can get this way. This would be Pearlwood Bluff. I mean, if Searing Falls is any indication, I probably shouldn't go there, but we're going to. Because fuck you, I believe is the phrase. The Long Hunt, Addendum. Ah, so this is the, I accidentally stumbled somewhere where I had...
Do these look like the cliffs from your vision?
I don't see any cliffs, Sagani. So, oh, there we go. There's a cliff. And apparently that's a path. I'm guessing that's a path northwards. In the bay below, waves roll towards Defiance Bay. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. Oh, you son of a bitch, you used something.
I fear we've lost the angry one.
This ain't gonna go well.
That's not
As you can see, and oh god, there's forest lurkers as well.
Damn it, we got Sagani.
I mean, if my first ability had been a little bit, like, if I was able to get the first ability off, it wouldn't have been a problem. But I forget that I have that on, and he can use an ability that was rather useless. So I'm gonna let us all die, and we'll try this again. So it's not too bad. I mean, if it was a strategy game, I'd probably cry myself to sleep because we wouldn't get to go again, try again. But it's an RPG, which means we get to keep trying.
Huh?
No.
Do these look like the cliffs from your vision?
Grave thou feel.
I want him. Oh, he can't be nominated. We have to get Young Drake. So there's a Young Drake, and I got the. I did it on. Oh. He resisted my domination. You know, ladies and gentlemen, after doing this twice, I think we've. Oh god, there's two of them. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for this at all.
Wish I could have done something.
I have never done this bad in a video game. Strategy in a RPG. Jesus Christ. Right, we're gonna leave here because fuck that. Right. So that's Twin Elms. I don't know what the fuck is over there, but... So where the fuck is this battleground? You know, let's go this way.
Do these look like the cliffs from your vision?
Let's see if this way's safer. Zurich champion. I wonder how strong they are. Dominate that priest. No, it failed. I'm gonna go smack him then. So, I mean, so far we're doing alright. Use rest ability. Don't worry about that. That way he might use higher level spells. You know, I'm gonna use it on everyone. Use rest abilities. You know what? Be aggressive, mate. Be aggressive. You are gonna be the summoner. And you're just gonna be purely aggressive.
Got an arrow for this one.
Fuck!
Let's go.
Pissed off a forest lurker. And I've already used that ability this rest.
What? There's a lesson to be taught.
Don't know why the screen went all weird then, but alright. Try and make him think of the pain that he already, like the damage he already took, see if that helps. Hopefully this will be a better way of using it. Someone leveled up. I don't know who, but someone definitely did. It was a deer. Let's see if we can get ourselves some new spells to help us. Let's get athletics, and let's keep it at that. Vigorous defense. The fighter becomes fierce and determined to deflect all coming blows, dramatically increasing all defense for a short time. That's unbending. What's this one? The fighter draws strength from his or her own indomitable spirit, causing them to regenerate 50% of their endurance from the last attack. That's per rest though. That's a little bit. Soldier is not. I don't think that's a warhammer. I'm not going to worry about that. Armored Grace. I kind of like this, so we're going to go with that. Personally seemed much better. No wonder I lose so many fights. I'm just not smart. I'm not. I don't think. I walked in not really knowing what I was doing, and yeah, it's pretty much still that. You know that pain you just literally just felt? I'm gonna make you feel it again. See, everyone's now that I've used per rest abilities, they actually seem to do much more. Like, because of these are all per rest, aren't they? You get so many per rest, so they seem like on mages, I think you have to click that before they do, you know, the majority of their actual attacks. So it looks like this is all a clip. Oh, Wind Blight. Interesting. Oh, there's a small wind one, and then these, you know, other ones.
Let's go.
You know, big ones. I think these guys want fucking hell, Sagani just went down again. We don't have much money either. So could you not go down? Could you stop being pricks, please? Let's make sure you use that. Same with me. Zero. Use that one first. Fucking hell. Try use that. Everyone get that Greater Wind Blight fucked up. I want that Greater Wind Blight fucked.
Yeah. That's almost.
Right. Aldwyn, get the fuck out of there. Okay, so Aldwyn didn't die. And we got some level ups, but first things first, we need to rest. So I'm just gonna quickly do that. And oh sweet, Aldwyn gets a level up. We'll go for some more athletics, so our second wins get. Holy shit! Level 4 powers. Body attunement. The Cypher probes the mind and soul of their enemy target, finding the strengths of its defense and stealing them for his or her own. Drains a portion of the target's damage reduction, granting the same amount as a bonus to the Cypher. That's fucking good. Mind Lance impales the target with a lance of pure force, inflicting major pierce damage to anyone in the line of attack, with a high chance of causing an interrupt. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Pain Block provides an ally with mental block on Hinder Pain, granting a bonus to the damage reduction and regenerating endurance over time. Silent Scream produces a psychic howl in the targeted area, stunning the target as well as dealing raw damage to all enemies within. Stands a high chance of calling an interrupt. Wild Leash latches onto some characteristic of the target's psyche and drains it, granting the same amount as a bonus to the Cypher. And going between an ally superficially takes the form of a spirit. Their movement is increased and many incoming crits, hits, and graces are converted to less severe. I'm going to go for these two. 2 more damage spells for me. Aelof. Need you to get your athletics up so your second wind isn't shit. Oh god, let's go for all these. Level 4 spells. Confusion inflicts the mind of enemies in the area of effect with delirium, confusing them. The dimensional shift switches the location of the caster and the one ally, leaving a shock between them and stuns all caught in the line of fire. Essential Phantom creates a ghostly double of the caster, causing shock damage to enemies hit by it. Flame Shield engulfs the caster in fire, increasing their freeze damage reduction and causing burn damage to anyone who damages them with a melee attack. Iron Skin transmutates the caster's skin into iron, adding significant to their damage reduction. This effect lasts up to 10 attacks. Minolet's concussive wave missiles. It fires 5 missiles of pure force at the target, causing a shockwave of crushing damage to foes close to the impact. I'm going to keep that one because that's cool. Minor Arcane Reflect creates a field of arcane energy around the caster, causing hostile targeted spells up to 3rd level to be reflected back to the caster for a total of 10 spells, or spend levels. Minor Grimoire Imprint gives the caster access to up to 3 free 3rd level or lower spells from the target's wizard or druid's priest spell list. The wizard can cast those spells in a limited number of times the duration. Wall of Flame generates a fierce and vertical sheet of flame, inflicting burn on anyone moving through it. Pull of Aora. The wizard summons a black sphere that draws all nearby enemies towards it each time it pulses. And Mara's Writhing Tentacles summon a trio of powerful tentacles that cannot move, but can inflict crush or corrode damage and the stuck affliction by anyone hit. I'm gonna go for these two. They seem like they're good. I'm gonna quickly edit his Grimoire before I do anything else. Oh no, I legitimately only have 2 4th level spells. We need some more Grimoires for him. Durance. Again, athletics needs to go up. And you just immediately get all your spells because you're awesome. So I'm going to have a quick look at those. So he gets Barring Death's Door, prevents severely wounded characters' health from reaching 0. When it would result in the death of the character can still be knocked out through endurance loss. Devotions for the Faithful invokes the benediction of the priest god, imbuing allies in the area effect with accuracy and might bonuses while enemies receive penalty to the same. Prayer against bewilderment. Bestow alacrity upon the minds of allies in the area of effect, granting immunity to the confused and dazed afflictions. Litany against minor afflictions grants a single ally temporary immunity to the blinded, confusion, dazed, distracted, frightened, hobbled, prone, and sickened and stunned afflictions. Restore major endurance shares a generous portion of the caster's divine strength, restoring a significant amount of endurance to all allies in the area of effect. Searing Seal place a magical seal on the floor that bursts into flame when an enemy comes into contact with it, blinding them and inflicting burn damage. Shining Beacon causes an intensely luminous beacon of light, causing enemies in the area of effect to take penalty to all defenses and cure burn damage over time. And Triumph for the Crusaders imparts to the allies the fervor of righteousness in battle. When any ally in the area of effect delivers a killing blow, he or she regains the endurance.
Following your lead.
And Kana, let's get your level up done. Again, we need athletics right now. So let's so we've already read these ones. Dull the edge. Wait, reduce slash. I don't know. Well, he's the only range person we have. You know what? Generate a Field of Terror. I think that'll do. So, we've all leveled up, so let's F5 it, because we need ooh. As you reach the edge of the bluff, you recognize the exact location from your vision of Persok. He was not there long ago. Sagani stands alert, the Yadra statuette in one hand while she scans the cliff. You close your eyes, feeling the effort fall for some trace of Persok's presence. The darkness behind your eyelids takes shape. You feel Persok running through the forest this time, hurtling and dashing around the rocks and trees. The scenery whizzes by too fast. You can't make out the detail between the blurred greenery. Something looms out from the trees ahead of you. Persok finally stops in front of an Adra arch. I know where to look for next to Persok.
Then I'll follow. In these visions, I don't suppose you're getting a sense for who Persok is now.
Someone who appreciates the scenery. She chuckles. Nothing against his stuffy forest, But you haven't seen the southern lights over Nastic.
At least we're getting closer. Seems like we've made more progress together than I've made in a year.
What was he like?
That depends on who you ask. I talked to everyone in Masuk before I left. I heard he was a strong leader, a dependable builder, a caring grandfather, a wise elder, a generous neighbor, a cunning negotiator.
She shrugs. Might as well be one of those impossibly perfect heroes in the Adirian epics. He was probably all those things at different times.
The odd thing is, many in Masuk weren't much older than me when Persak passed. And yet everyone wanted to make sure he heard about something in particular. Our trade with the Amawa, our successful hunts, peace with neighboring villages.
Persak accomplished a lot of that affected all of Masuk.
It just seems odd that so few of us remember him beyond the things he did for the village. Most of his family members, the ones who knew him, are in their twilight years now. And Persak was too busy to spend much time with his younger relatives.
It seems that the legacy he left his family would be more important.
Perhaps you're right. Anyway, what about this Theos character you're searching for? Seems like he was someone important to you. What do you remember about him?
Very little.
Not a lot to go on, huh? Hopefully you can pick up a few more clues about him while we're running around.
Enough chat from me, or Persak could find himself a new body before we even get to this one. Fair enough. And we'll do your level up before we end the part. Because I'm feeling that way inclined. So, I mean, we've got most of the bonds. The range animal to rush a target, knocking it prone. I like that actually. Actually, no, he'll. Yeah, we'll go for takedown. That was a very easy level up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next part. See you guys then.